Welcome to GK Mojo. We are going to have some XAT previous year paper practice over here. So this is part 1 of that series. This is the target XAT 2021 series. So in this previous year paper series, I'm going to cover QA, DILR and your verbal. Alright. Decision making, as you already know, we have a standalone series going on. So all the previous year sets, as students are asking in the comments, we are going to continue in that standalone series of decision making so that you can practice it time to time, right? Over here we'll be having QA, DILR and verbal. So let's get started with this. In this I have covered some very important question from quants 2020 XAT. All right, so these are the latest questions that appeared last year. So let's have a look at question number 1. All right, so usually I'll give you a heads up with respect to how XAT sets their paper. So in cons, what they'll do is they'll compile a complete story and they'll make a question look very difficult and long. So what happens in the first minute only, the student gets scared. But if you read the story completely and nicely, give it a bit of time, because that may, you don't have to worry about the speed. You have enough time, 165 minutes to solve all 3 sections, right? So time is there, that's not an issue, but you have to take it slowly and you have to read everything very properly, right? So let's suppose this is the first question. Let's start reading it. Nalini has received a total of 600 WhatsApp messages, all right, from which 4 friends, Anita, Beena, Chaitra and Divya, that is, we'll consider them as A, B, C and D, have respectively sent 30% and 20% of these messages, while Anita has sent an equal number of messages as Chaitra. Moreover, Nalini finds that of Anita's, Beena's, Chaitra's and Divya's messages, 60%, 40%, 80% and 50% respectively are jokes. What percentage of the jokes received by Nalini have been sent neither by Divya or Beena? So we'll take one thing at a time. Complete story has been given to us. Don't be scared about it. Let's see how we can go about it, right? So I'll not consider this figure 600. I'll just consider total messages as 100x, right? So if total messages are 100x, how much are sent by B and D, right? So B has sent 30x and D, that is Divya, has sent 20x, right? You can see over here 30%, 20% of total, right? And they say Chaitra and Anita have sent an equal number of messages, so this forms 50x. So now we are left with 50x, so hence they have sent 25x, 25x, right? Clear till here? Now we'll deal with the jokes, right? Jokes part. Now Nalini finds that Anita, Beena, Chaitra's and Divya's messages, out of it 60%, 40% and 80% are 50% are respectively jokes, right? So 60% of Anita, right? 60% of 25, you find it as 15x, right? Similarly of 40% of this 30x, 12x, right? 80% of this 25x, 20x, right? And 50% of this 20x, 10x. So these are the amounts of jokes out of the total messages sent by the individual person. What they ask is, what is the percentage of jokes received by Nalini have neither be sent by Divya nor by Beena, right? So first of all, total number of jokes, 15 plus 20, 25 plus 35, 35 and 12, 45 and 12, you get 57x, right? And now they say the joke should not be from Divya or Beena, so you have to eliminate Divya and Beena. So this is now 15x and 20x, so this is 35x, right? You have to calculate what percentage this is, right? So this is more than 50% for sure, right? Because half of 57.5 will be definitely lesser than 35. So option B and option E is eliminated, right? Next, if you go on to divide this 35 by almost 5.7, you will end up getting the number close to option C, that is 61.4, right? So calculation part you have to do, but concept wise this question was very easy, but in the first glance it looks like a very big question and quite a complicated one. I did not even deal with the 600, right? I just took 100x and solved the complete question easily. Let's have a look at question number 2. This was a very easy question, one of the most easiest question of XAT over a lot of years, right? So this representation of this symbol is given and you have to solve this expression, right? So first we'll solve 5, this circle 2, right? So you know it should be 5 plus 2 into 2, right? So this comes out to be 14. According to this, you know that A and B have to be added and then multiplied by B. Now you have 14.5, right? This circle 5. So basically now it will be 14 plus 5 into 5, right? So this is 19 into 5. This comes out to be 95. Option C is the correct choice, and you would not have taken even 10 to 15 seconds to solve this question. So unnecessarily, XAT has been hyped to be one of the most difficult exams, but there are some sitters in the paper which you can solve first and clear your cutoffs for the section. Let's have a look at question number 3. Two lighthouses located at point E and B on Earth are 60 feet and 40 feet tall respectively. Each lighthouse is perfectly vertical and the land connecting A and B is perfectly flat. The topmost point of lighthouse at A is A dash and of lighthouse B is B dash. Draw line segments A dash B and B dash A and let them intersect at point C dash. Drop a perpendicular from C dash to touch the earth at point C. What is the length of C dash in feet? So while reading, many of you would have got frustrated. How much, I mean, this is literally asking you to draw perpendiculars and all that stuff and getting complicated. Actually, this is not. So what it is saying is there is a flat surface like this, okay, which is A and B, and there are two light towers over here. All right, one is like this 60 feet and one is 40 feet, right? This is A dash, this is B dash, right? 60 feet, 40 feet. All right, now what it says is connect A dash B, right? So we connect this A dash B, and it says connect AB dash, right? So we connect this AB dash over here. All right, so they say this point of intersection is C dash, right? And when we draw a perpendicular from C dash, see, they have said drop a perpendicular from C dash to touch the earth at point C. This is C, right? So you have to find out the length of CC dash, right? So you'll do a lot of students will go on to do a lot of geometry to get the answer. But always keep in mind, if this is X and this is Y in such questions, this middle length will always be xy upon x plus y. That is half of the harmonic mean, right? So over here, what will be answer? 60 into 40 upon 60 plus 40. And this particular question has been a favorite one for IFT and XAT. I don't know for what reason, but this question like comes every year or so in either of the examinations. So what do you get over here? 2400 upon 100, right? 0 gets cancelled, and 24, that is option D, is the correct choice. Let's have a look at the next question. Geometry based question. A rectangular swimming pool is 50 meters long and 25 meters wide. Its depth is always the same along its width. Okay, this is important. Its depth is always the same along its width, but linearly increases its length from 1 meter at one to 4 meters at the other end. Alright, so this is something like this. See, let's suppose this is a swimming pool. Alright, this is the width, which is 25, and this is the length, which is 50. So at one end, this is 1 meter, and at one other end, this is 4 meters, right? So it varies, right? So this becomes a trapezoid in short, right? But the depth is always the same, so this depth will act as a height over here. So you just need to take out the volume of this figure, right? How will you take out? Just take out the area of this trapezium, right? So what would it be? Volume first will be area into height. Height will be 25 because this height is the depth which is same along its width, right? And its width is 25 meter, right? So first area of this trapezium will be sum of parallel sides, that is 4 plus 1 by 2 into this 50, right? And this multiplied by this width 25, that is height, will give you the volume, right? So if you solve this, you'll get 2 1s are 2, 25s are, and finally you'll have 5 into 625, which comes out to be 3125. All right, so a final answer will be 3125 cubic meters. So that's all in this video. All right, please visit us at gkmojo.com. Thank you.